on the phone.
Hey, first of all,
Stop it, Hollywood. You pick
I like
wrong.
underdogs.
Can you tell about any of the big interviews you did today? Anybody
Yeah.
big name?
Yeah, I mean, of course, Columbus Short is a regular. He was back on Box
Yes,
Talk.
sir. Columbus.
Columbus
Love you,
came back.
Columbus.
He one of the regulars. He loved the show. They're going to fly down, get ready to come, and they want to, come down and just do some stuff on a whole nother level with us. And he got Orca United is the thing that he's pushing. It's something that he's implementing. That's something new. And sometimes when you're trying to get people engaged in something new that you created, it's not as easy. But of course, there's people like Watts out there that'll engage in it immediately because it's not somewhere you can't it's an investment where it might be in the cloud, but people like Watts will jump right out there on it and give it a shot. People, me, I'm tiptoeing in my Jordans. I'm telling them I gotta see it, I want to feel it, so I just want to see what it is. And he's definitely trying to help me to understand kind of what he's got going on. But you guys know, and I know, man, that this business ain't easy, man.
Right.
This business is to come up with something new in a day and time like this when the economy is tripping is very big.
Right.
That's real.
Right.
So, but the big interviews, you got him. You also had, like I said, Silk the Shocker. Nobody hadn't seen Silk in years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen
That's
Silk
what Hollywood said earlier. What you say, Hollywood, about Silk?
Yeah, but Silk the Shocker is one of those guys that you really, you gotta understand the movement. This is a multi-platinum artist, no matter how you look at it. You can say what you want to say. I think a lot of times people forget about that he has songs with Beyonce, Jay-Z, Cameron. This guy has songs. He's been in the rooms. He's been in those rooms with the big puns. His brother's Master P. He's been in movies. This guy is when you look at philanthropy and just the way that this guy handles himself when he come in the room, you can feel the star power. A lot of times you can tell different art. I've interviewed now over thousands of people, so I'm able to understand what's coming in the room now a little better. And you can tell the way that they engage with you and the way that they persona is when they walk in the room, that they're on a different level because of the rooms that they've already been in and the stages that they stood on. And this guy's been on the stage with Mystical, as we spoke about. This guy's been on the stage with Alt Mac. This guy's worked under the tutelage of not only this guy's worked under the tutelage of KL and Moby Dick and all these other boys, man. So when you look at this young man, he's not one to play with. He's definitely a serious contender for me. Black excellence is right there at him when you deal with him, because at the end of the day, man, this dude did something that nobody else will ever do. Some of these people you'll never be able to do what this guy done. So to talk about him and say he's the worst rapper ever on No Limit, and you hear him say, different things like different things on these different songs from like Players from the South, Stack G's, believe me, I got 2, 3, holla if you hear me though. This guy had catchisms. You could say he was the worst rapper, but some would argue the fact that he was the best rapper. So because of his unique style, and it could be done because some people like Silk, some people didn't like Master P. You doing all that? You were hollering. The boy could have took on that whole thing. He could have done the same thing, but he didn't. He could have, but he didn't. He didn't try to be his brother. He found his own uniqueness in a time where people didn't even know what the hell was going on with hip hop. You got to get about kudos for that. Then you got a guy named Grimace, man. I interviewed a guy named Grimace up here. This guy's straight gangster, man. He come from Treetop. He was a Treetop Pyru, and this guy right here, man. He's on YG songs. He's worked with DJ Quick, and he was able to tell me different things about how the gang activity is. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. he was able to, pinpoint these times and the things that basically stuck out to him in starting the Pyrus. He held back on speaking on certain individuals, like I told Lamar, he wouldn't speak on that. Because certain times out here, I feel the moments where silence come in the room because people are not really wanting to engage with different people. Because, you got, I told Lamar, who will straight up tell you, I shot this nigga and dropped the gun. You don't want to deal with these guys, man.
Yeah.
You got to see these guys in the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? I was terrorizing these guys around here. I was, he'll tell you, like I broke my finger because Usher, was about to get thrown over the balcony by Bobby Brown. Or I fought off the Crips that was trying to attack Brandon Ray J at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. These you don't want to speak on somebody like this because this guy will walk up to you and take your life, man. He's done it before. When Charleston Wright was on the show, his whole demeanor when he was in there and he walked off that day was, these guys are serial killers, man. I don't want to be a part of this. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go because I don't want to be killed by a serial killer. It's pretty much, or I don't want to deal with that because these guys are serial killers, And sometimes this internet game will catch up with you.
Yeah.
So you just gotta be careful on how you say this or say that because you could become a victim of the streets. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but this is a real story, bro. You could become a victim of the streets, bro. So I'm out here right now, dealing with these guys. Like when you look at it's a few things, man. You can start looking around and you'll start to see what's really going down. But that guy Grimace was a good one. You can't beat old Grimace. And then I did hold in court, like I said, big court. He's interviewed everybody from Ice-T, Jay Prince. That was some engaging questions that I wouldn't have never thought certain people would answer. But when I gave them to him, we were able to ask Silk about Master P and Romeo. Certain things I didn't ask him, I wish I had her. But, at the end of the day, whatever God had for that interview to come out, that's what came out. And, it's just whatever. That's what people don't understand. Like, that's the code that I live by. Like, whatever is for you is for you. Whatever's going to be is going to be. And you be like, well, why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do that? Because God didn't permit it. Because we talk to people all the time. And those questions that don't come out, even if I had them in my heart, in my mind to say them, because I had them, one of them, and it didn't happen. I'm like, well, I guess that wasn't meant to say. It may be some God trying to do with me or him down the line so that person that I was going to speak on will engage with us differently. So I definitely seen that happen in some of the instances.
On the phone.
Hey, first of all,
Stop it, Hollywood. You pick
I like
wrong.
underdogs.